Hey guys, I thought I'd just give you a quick update on where I'm up to. Currently I'm working on the granny flat that's being built at the back of our property. It's going to be a small 2-bedroom home, more like a 1.5 bedroom home really, but there's an awful lot to organise with it. I've got to do everything from the water in to the water out, set up the electrical, and once it's finished up it'll have a deck area at the front which will connect to the boardwalk that you've seen me build previously. To make a start on it, there was a lot of cleanup to do on the ground area. There's a little bit of rubbish to remove, and mostly there's a lot of brick and concrete rubble that needs to be shifted. That's largely going to be used in the foundations of it. So all the family members chipped in and we had a bit of a working bee to shift the bulk of that stuff around, and from there I could start working on the foundations. I was able to bring in a small digger to help me sort of break up the ground area, but I've got very limited working space, so this is pretty much the only machine that I've been able to get in. I've got to work out the foundation trenches, which have to go right around the outside of the slab, as well as crossing over the centre to make sure it's all nice and stable. From here on in, it's pretty much just a wheelbarrow and shovel, and a lot of digging to be done. The trenches that I need to dig are 40 centimetres deep and 30 centimetres wide, so that it can accommodate the steel reinforcement that needs to be put in as well. Now that I've got the trenches dug, I need to start levelling out each quadrant before I can put down the plastic as a moisture barrier and then put the reinforcement in place. But at the moment it's just raining constantly and things are far too wet to proceed with it, so let's do something else. I had this package arrive before Christmas and it's been sitting around waiting for me to unwrap it. I know you guys are probably more interested in these type of build projects that I do. This is not really a start to it, it's just letting you know where I'm up to before I make a proper start on it. We've just passed 8,000 subscribers, so thanks for all your support guys, and welcome to all those new people that have joined us. So if you haven't worked it out, this is the Alice frame that I need for the Ghostbusters Proton Pack build. It looks like it's in really good condition. It's missing the belly strap, which is not a big deal, that's a part that I can get later on. This came from a person who actually did serve in the Australian military, and I got it at a really reasonable price. So I'm really happy with the condition of it, and it's going to work perfectly for what we need. The pack itself is in really good condition as well, so I'll certainly be setting that aside for future use as well. I've been able to find a really good selection of blueprints for the Proton Pack, and they've got all the dimensions listed really well, so I'll be able to print them out and enlarge them as I need to make up the necessary templates that I need. I've already done one for the primary backplate, as well as the piece where the cyclotron's mounted. I've also been going through my electronics junk collection stuff, working out what can be useful as far as the pieces that I need for mounting on it, and there's quite a few pieces in there that I can see that are going to be useful. I've also got a bit of an idea for doing stuff on the inside, which I haven't seen anybody do up to this point, and I think it might look pretty good. Apart from all those bits, I've also been gathering up hoses and cables and bits of pipe that I think can be useful for the project. I'm going to try and do this largely as a metal version. The only thing that I'm doing a little bit differently is I'm going to be using the composite aluminium board. It's got a nice metal surface to it, but it's light enough that I can have the extra thickness in it without worrying too much about weight. It's also nice and flexible when it comes to the shaping of it. This is the same stuff that I used to make the minigun backpack, and I also used it in the external kitchen build that I did. There's an awful lot to do with the granny flat, and there's an awful lot to do on this project, but hopefully I'll be able to find a bit of time to chip away at this one and get a little bit more done on it. So you'll have to keep an eye out for the proper part 1 in the building of the Proton Pack. But anyway guys, that'll be the update for this time. Thanks for watching, talk to you next time.